Hello everyone, thank you for joining us on Love Your Webcam. Today I have Natasha Feghali, an educator, an entrepreneur, and a community-minded individual. Natasha, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us more about yourself and your business ventures.
So I am a venture partner in housing, and by day I'm an educator with the public school board, and our business is actually housing. So we're in housing, and I started it in 2015. I had taken a loan from my mom, and I used that to buy my first property, and then from that I did some researching, and I sold that when the market was really good, and then I just continued to grow from there, and I do it with my business partner, and we are definitely growing from here.
Why did you decide to help out the Windsor community with all your stuff that you do?
You know what, I think that Windsor is a really great city, and it has a lot to offer, and at times there's a negative lens towards things that may not be moving as quickly as, say, other cities or developments that other cities might have that we don't have. However, for the size and velocity of our city and for the population, I think that we have so much to offer, and there's so much room to grow, and that's the beauty of it. It's like being in New York before New York was fully developed. There's so much room and so much development that can happen and that is happening, that I really feel that we're really in a pivotal time in the city.
Now, I know you are a director for the Multicultural Council. How do you become a director?
Well, I sit on the board of directors, actually, so nothing, you just apply, and I did a program called Diversity on Board, and from that I then applied as well to sit on the board of directors for the MCC, and I love it. I've been there for a few years, and I love it. And it's a community-minded group, and it really sticks true to my heart because, you know, my father is an immigrant to Canada, and I have family members who are immigrants to Canada, and I love the mission and vision of the MCC.
All right, what do you feel like is the most rewarding part of working with the MCC?
I think it's just being involved with the community.
All right. Can you go into some more of your volunteer work in philanthropy?
Yeah, so in 2017, when I moved back to Canada from the Middle East, I was really, you know, in a place where I thought I really want to give back to the community. I had noticed that when I came back, I wanted to get back into doing that, because prior to moving internationally, I was sitting on a bunch of boards, so Safety Village, etc. And of course, living overseas, that had stopped. So when I came back, I decided that I wanted to get more involved. And you know, I had this box of lip balms at home that I was going to use for something else with a girlfriend in Toronto. And they were there, and I thought, you know what am I going to do with these? And I thought, why don't we just start selling them, and whatever profits we get back, we'll put right back into the community. So that's what we did. Now I'm a little bit moving away from it, only because when your business starts to take off, you really have to focus and focus on what you're doing and make that your primary objective. But I just think that it's always very important. And so now what we're going to do is, through our business, we're going to then be involved with the community and donate and sponsor activities and events much like this through the business. So the lens is the same, it's just under a different umbrella.
I wish I brought some of those lip balms with me, because I have like 4 of them at home.
Do you? Oh,
yeah.
That's amazing.
I really love the home just because. What do you use for the oils? Because it smells like vanilla or cinnamon.
Yeah. You know what? It's not me. I have them made internationally, and they're all full organic, and they come from across the border, and they use only fully organic ingredients in them, and everybody loves them, actually, ironically enough. It's interesting, you know?
If you can, have that as like one of your to-go things whenever someone leaves your real estate office.
I think that's what I want to do, is for, maybe just because the lip balms, people like them so much, I think maybe just, change the labeling and make it, something to give away, because we give donations to different things from the business. Just sort of change the packaging, right?
Speaking about the business, why did you get started in real estate?
That's an interesting question. In 2015, I had a really life-changing moment, and I knew at that time that I needed to shift the trajectory of my life, and so I decided then that in 2015 that I would need to get into something that was more me, that belonged to me, that was mine, and that couldn't be taken away from me. Of course, as long as I did business correctly. But I knew that I needed something that belonged to me, that was mine, that was holistic to me. And so that made me start, and I had an excellent mentor at that time, and the mentor really sort of segued me and helped me to get into it. And I still have tons of mentors in real estate. Being a real estate investor is very difficult, and you really can't make mistakes, because mistakes cost money, and sometimes a lot of money.
Now that you've been in the market for roughly 4.5 years at this point, how have you seen the Windsor and Essex market change over those years?
Oh my goodness, in 2015, the house I bought, I was peanuts, like nothing, and I could negotiate the deal, and I got it for less. My realtor, actually, it wasn't me. I shouldn't take the credit for that. And now, coming back in 2017 from working internationally until now in 2019, I've just seen it go up and up and up. And we are in a housing crisis, and we will continue to be. I attended a conference last year in Toronto, and it said that there's a shortage of around 30,000 doors in Toronto alone, and that will spill into, that golden horseshoe will spill into other cities, and those cities will spill down all the way down to Windsor. So I don't really see it going down. It might stabilize, but I definitely don't see the market going backwards.
Okay, would you say that the housing crisis would be one of the biggest challenges that Windsor faces at this time, or are there other challenges as well?
I think every city has its own challenges, and I think that as they come up, the city deals with them in an effective way. I think that as issues come up and as issues rise, they're dealt with. It's hard to project. That would only be speculatory. I know that there definitely is an issue with housing at this time, but I'm sure that everyone involved is working diligently to solve that problem.
You're definitely right about that. What do you believe Windsor needs more of then?
I think a positive atmosphere, positive outlook. I think we need to really start looking positively, because we set the tone for the next generation. And working in education, I know that there's definitely the mindset piece, and I think that the mindset piece in Windsor is really important, because when you have that positive mindset, you can set the tone for others, and it really is uplifting. So there might be a housing crisis, there might be flooding, there might be break-ins, and Lord knows that I have dealt with all of those in my business, and many times over. However, you need to have a positive outlook, because without that, it will change. And even me, I can get very negative at times about things. But when that happens, get back on the positive train.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on to the show, Natasha. Where can people find you?
Thanks for having me. All my social media handles are the same. It's at Feghali, Feghali. I always spell out my last name. Or Natasha Feghali. And that's all my social media handles and my website. And our business is Feghali Group and at Feghali Group Inc. So Feghali. Group, GROUPINC, that's the teacher in me, Feghali Group Inc., and you can find us online.
All right. Well, again, thank you for coming on to the show.